What do you know about love? Yes, yes. I'm asking you, pardon my frankness. You must be Russian, so we speak the same language. Only people from my distant homeland can look at sea and sky that way. And forgive me the courage to ask you this question, to distract from the contemplation of beautiful and disturb your peace. Please, let me steal a few minutes of your attention.
An elderly grey-haired man in a hat, continuing to weaving a pattern of beautiful words, sits next to me on a bench and looks into my eyes. I feel that he is not so much interested in my answer. He plays solo. He needs me as an understanding and attentive listener. Realizing that I don't mind, he continues.
My grandfather fled from bloody Russia and came here many years ago. He got married, settled down, and had children. From my grandfather, my father passed to me love for the motherland and the language. My serene barefoot childhood flew by in a small, God-forsaken alpine village. When I was growing up, new neighbors moved to the house next door, and I saw her. She was older than me, beautiful, dark hair, with amazing emerald eyes. She became my bright and unreachable star. Childish carelessness immediately disappeared. I realized that I am in love, not like a child, like an adult, forever. The girl was not noticing me. I like wandering through the hills and mountains, watching wildlife, picking up flowers and herbs, dreaming.
The man puts an album with drawings on my lap, and I find myself in a world of amazing flowers. Meadow pelargonium, aquilegia, bathing suit, primulus, gentian, snake knotweed.
And now, dear lady, I want to show you something amazing. An Edelweiss flower. A flower of courage and bravery. A flower of love and fidelity. Edelweiss is found only in the mountains, at the edge of eternal snows, where the bottomless abysses, a cold sky-high steeps, are plentiful. People call it the star of the glacier, the silky flower. And one day I gave her a bouquet of Edelweiss flowers to express my immense love. God, I almost died picking up those flowers. And she laughed, took the bouquet and left without saying a word. Then she got married. I left for the university in the capital. When I returned, I learned about misfortune in the family of my beloved. She gave birth to a baby, whom her husband smothered with a pillow at night. When the baby was crying, I did not let him sleep. He did it unconsciously. He simply put the pillow on top to not hear the crying. It happened when she was at the night shift. I met her at the store, faded but still beloved. And 6 months later, the whole village danced and sang at our wedding. I was offered a good job in a small industrial town. We collected our simple belongings and left for a new life. Then our baby was born, pretty, rosy-cheeked, with the same beautiful eyes as my wife's. I loved my wife, and it seems to me she loved me also, until I found out from our neighbor that she's seeing someone else. The conversation was short. She packed her things, said that she could not take our daughter with her yet, and disappeared from our life for 5 years. She did return on a rainy night, soaking wet and pregnant. We took her in and lived another 7 years as a happy family, without reproaches and accusations. Our children were growing up. It seems to me that my wife came down and was happy with everything. But one day, while serving lunch, she sat down across the table and said that she fell in love with another man. For real.
He shows me a delicate little flower in an album.
This is the windflower. So she was just like that. But in spite of everything, I did not stop loving her for a minute, not for a second. When children grew up and left home, she returned to me. Different, but still the same, beloved. A year ago, she passed away. This is, my dear, is what I know about love.
The piercing sound of a horn rips through the air. I turn around and see my friend, whom I was waiting for, sitting on this bench. She is blocking the entire road with her car, waving her hands at me, and for some reason, slightly jumping, he heavily rises, says goodbye, kisses my hand. I hurriedly begin to say something to him, hugging him. I really did not want to say goodbye to him so quickly. But now the other cars are hooting and my tearful friend is waving at them all, trying to explain something, pointing in my direction. Irene, have you ever seen an Edelweiss? I ask her.
No. What kind of flower is this? Tell me,
answers Irene. It looks like a small star wrapped around its neck in white fur, so as not to freeze from the touch of ice, I say in the words of Paustovsky. A very unusual flower. Do you want me to tell you a legend about it?
Of course. Why are you even asking? I love fairy tales,
she answers. Mystic beauties with long hair and claws live on high impregnable rocks. With the help of the claws, they easily move over peaks and stones, even at night. These fabulous creatures in female form sow the seeds and carefully look after Edelweiss flowers, zealously guarding the secret of their existence from people. The plucked flowers do not wither, and the dried ones remain in their original form for a long time, preserving their fabulous beauty. The brave who want to steal the beautiful silver stars are mercilessly thrown into the abyss by them. And only those encouraged to pick Edelweiss are inspired by sincere and devoted love for their only one. They allow them to do this and stay alive, giving lovers a flower as a symbol of their love.